Going to bat first. Well, a bit of a surprise call. Can't see the benefit in batting in these conditions, and the bowlers will have a spring in their step.
Players making their way out. It's a great crowd in today with plenty of atmosphere around this ground. Plenty of wickets on offer and runs. Batters and bowlers are in the game, and there's some quality players in both teams. So I'm expecting an even contest. Let's see what happens. Pulled away straight to square leg.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Nicked it. It's going to go all the way to the boundary. Kohli is starting to really get on top. For this bowling, may need a few changes to halt the momentum.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Can't get that outside the ring field. 9 runs added in that over. Bangalore a 9 for none.
Good over for the batters to start the innings.
Hussain, the left-arm orthodox bowlers coming into the attack from the north end. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That was a... boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Doesn't beat the infield. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Super King has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
End of the over. Bangalore are 18 for none. Ahmed from the south end. Straight to the fielder. Edge, amazing delivery. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Too good. That is huge.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Great shot through the gap.
That showed great skill, lovely timing, and the boundary was the only...
Ahmad, the left-arm unorthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Nice shot, runs possible. Square cut, finds point, no run. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Power and precision in that shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and have been put away.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on. Was quick onto that in the infield. Drilled that one away.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat. Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Edged, unplayable. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Great commitment. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Got that away nicely. Finds the fielder with that shot. Couldn't get it through the field. Four runs added in that over. Bangalore a 78 for 2. Oh, well, don't even bother running.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
No, terrible shot. 6 runs added there. Bangalore 161 for 3.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got... what it deserved. A few moves made in the field.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
They picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again. Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened. A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Wide of extra cover, and away goes the ball to the boundary.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground. A new bowler is coming into the attack. What a superb delivery. Too good. Just didn't know where it was going and knocked him over.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Just opened the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. That'll be 4 more.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Some adjustments to the field.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. This is a massive total. Really good hitting throughout the batting order. It's going to be a really tough ask to overhaul this score. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Here we go. First ball.
Misses everything.
Good take by the keeper. That was very high. Looked to be flying away for 4.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Nearly gets the edge. Kumar with a great delivery there. Got that away nicely.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end. Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Wow, that's missed a lot. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Patada, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Madness, complete air shot. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 9 for none.
First over of the second innings is complete, and it was a good one for the batters. Some lovely shots played.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Lovely shot off the front foot. Deep extra cover has some work to do.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Drilled that one away. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Huge edge.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
That's the over. The Super Kings are 25 for none.
With 2 overs completed in the power play and at 12 plus and over, they're just ahead of the required run rate. Superb start.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Now that's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Gets that away.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4. Needs a dot ball.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. End of the over. 8 off it. The Super Kings are 33 for none.
So at the midpoint of the power play, they're going at an excellent rate, just ahead of the required rate so far.
Dale, the left-arm medium-fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Cuts that off well in the infield. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Two straight and punch through the leg side, mid-wicket in hot pursuit.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Great shot through the gap.
You Can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
4 overs down, and we're seeing a feverish appetite for boundaries from these batters. They're up above the run rate at the moment, looking very good.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Well, that's just a classic cover drive. Beautiful to watch. Great sound off the bat. That's 4 more. Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Down the ground, lovely shot. Mid-off chasing. That could be 4.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shots that's raced to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Got that away nicely. Straight to the fielder. 11 runs added there. The Super Kings are 58. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Smacks that away through the gap.
That's the kind of shot you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep the control and find the boundary.
Onto that early, that could be 4. End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 84 for none. Kumar from the south end. Needs a direct hit. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. Gaikwad has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Well, any sign of nerves approaching the half century can be forgotten. A brilliant shot for 6.
Doesn't beat the infield. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
That was a nick. It's a missed chance, and that could well be 4.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Time that perfectly.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. How will he reply?
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Duffy with a huge appeal. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. No, terrible shot. Ooh, awkward, but well played in the end. Good pick up, big chance. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. Good fielding out in the boundary. 4 runs added in the over. The Super Kings are 120 for none.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rates.
Sharma, coming back into the attack, has done well so far. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Yeah, they've held that. Brilliant work in the deep. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
The first wicket's down. Back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Edged it. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Shepherd from the south end. Misses everything. Needs to be on target. Nice shot, but straight to gully.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle. Finds the fielder with that shot. Shepherd has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way. That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Finds the edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Wow, that's missed a lot. Crack. Head was completely still and they've struck that hard, high and long for 6.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Well, they lose the second wicket, and it's a long way back to the pavilion, and you can tell they're not happy with the way they got out.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls allowed this over.
It sounded good. It sounded really good. That's the maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Textbook 6, timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
DL over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Nearly gets the edge. DL with a great delivery there. Oh, fantastic catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this quality.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Going with spin now. Dubé taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Pandya straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
They're on fire out there at the moment. A key batter gone for a duck, completely beaten. What a sight to see the stump sent flying.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Beats the field with a great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Six runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 157 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Incredible. What a grab. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Can't get that outside the ring field. Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. And well before.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Trouble. Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score. Pandya from the north end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Edged it. Wow, that's a huge appeal for the catch. If there's something on it, it was the faintest of edges. Oh, wow, brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Nice shot, straight to gully. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. End of the over. The Super Kings are 172 for 6.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Kumar back into the attack. Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Beats the field with a great shot. A direct hit, and this could be gone. Too good. That is huge.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Crack. It's another massive maximum. 2 in a row. Bowler under pressure now.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery.